You just mean...
Good evening. Welcome back to the Mancunian Way. My name is Martin. I'm your host, joined as ever by Ozzy. Good evening, mate.
Evening, Martin.
Rich is doing a school run. Pat is got a headache, but he may join us. We will see. So, good evening to everyone. Like I said, please respect everyone's opinions. Don't have to agree, but we'll go into it. So, some of those, and then we're going to get into it. Yes, thank God I said it was a real concern. I'm all for Windler's job. It was a bit half-assed in terms of the attack. Players making crosses. I don't agree. I think we'll get into it. This is our short opinion, mate. Axe odds and conceding a goal needs to cost for 90 minutes, switching off in key moments. Needs to evaluate his role at the club. Who? I don't know what you mean by that, Briggsy. Sorry, mate. You didn't put a name on it. With Hart, for my, I think you mean Edison. It'll work and drop for a period, not one off here, there, and there. His head's not at Sitter. Kushinov, best player, and that's concerning when he's 20-year newbie. Defence was who's leader and experience, and us like 20-year-old newbie. We ain't winning the cup, and that is a fact. Okay.
No, 21, just to kind of correct that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but I get it, Briggsy. You're not happy. You're not happy. Are we going Blues? I agree with Briggs that he nailed it down. I think the players have lost the hunger. IL Jack, hope calmed after yesterday. Hope we are spot on. Remember to hit those likes. Appreciate it, mate. Again, Briggsy, you're not very happy. I can tell because you're really not happy, and that's fine. That's your opinion. I'm not going to get into any slangy matches with anyone. I will just say if I agree or I don't agree, and that's what it's all about. We really let Forest take us down yesterday, that goal. I thought we were, I thought it was a crap game overall from both teams, but we'll get into it. I thought the game was absolute drab. For a Premier League advert, I thought it looked more like a championship. I thought the game was shit. I thought it was a chess game. We just cancelled each other out. Bournemouth will beat us now. Bournemouth are going to batter us. Oh, God, this is fun. I got allowed quick, but one touch, 2 putts, kind of quick hands in rugby. I think the reality is City and Bournemouth, 2 different teams. One is progressive, attractive, hungry. I don't know why the one is the opposite. Okay. Right, anyway. Edison has gone in the summer. Fred doesn't look like he cares anymore. This is going to be fun, this. I can't wait for the season to end. It's been utter shite. It's either top 4 in FA Cup trophy or nothing. Good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Big up, Matt, for coming on last night. Listen, and I just spoke the truth late last night. And I'll say it again. This season, football's meant to be fun. this season's anything but fun, and I wish it was for on the football, but it's not. It's for all the off-field shit. People just lost their minds and forgotten what being a supporter means. This season has been terrible for many reasons. We can finish strong, go into the summer with the right mentality, we'll be fine. Big up the chat. Listen, I think we'll get top 4 easily. I think we'll smash it. Also, I'm coming through this account now with the personals. I'm not sure the comments still hidden. I will get that sorted after the show. I will get that sorted, mate. This season has been a disgrace. Too many leads bottled, half-assed performances heads in a roll. KD was apparently wanting to stay for another year. His wage could be much lower. His agent won't like, but bit part players. Mingy Wong, thank you for renewing for 1 year. Your 1 year positivity. And then Adam Quinn has renewed for a 16th month as well. You absolute star, Adam and Mingy Wong. Thank you very much, lads. And you know what that means when I can find it.
More than you believe. More than you believe, I'm happy.
The players are exploiting Pep's loyalty to them. Infuriates me. The team put the fans over. Okay. Foden has had a good 10-minute camera. Other than that, he's offered little. He's got problems, but so does everyone else. And no fan that goes to a cancer patient. Phil needs to grow up. Okay. The wingers are total drop. Right. Okay. Can we? Right. Okay. I'm just in a minute. I'm just going to go through sales because this is just we're going nowhere quick with any of this. Part of Oaks. Hello, mate. How are you? Dash, it's fucking pathetic. So now Dash don't like Diaz. That's another player who shouldn't be captain. Anyone else? Jesus Christ. Pep, yes, some bad selection. Some of his style plays now outdated. I'm good, mate. I find the meltdown amusing. As they say, any other scene history will be a decent campaign. Yep, told him, mate. People got too used to winning. Pep leans soon. Who do you think we'll get? Pep's not going anywhere, Connor. People can stamp the feet, throw the rattles, toys out the pram. Pep's going nowhere, mate. So people need to grow up, seriously, because Pep's not going anywhere. And if you think a few people on Twitter are going to get him out, yeah. Let's have a look, see where anyone's. Oh, Alan's on a super chat. Question marks on Foden. We have a very average midfield, can't create. Thank you for your $14.99, Alan. Yeah, Foden wasn't good yesterday. But what do you mean question marks on him? I mean, we'll get into I'm going to speak with Ozzy about Foden because I think people are chucking the baby out with the bathwater on Foden at the moment. Totally agree with that, Andy. Totally agree with that. I think fans have become spoiled. Would anyone love a Europa League? Why? We'll get Champions League. So yesterday, events was quite decent. Did a very good job. The defense was amazing yesterday. The defense was outstanding yesterday. It was one error from Edison that got them the goal. The defense was absolutely. The defense was like a wall yesterday. That's part of what made it thing. And I'm going to go into this. I want to ask Ozzy on this, changing tactics up. Because I think everyone now thinks long ball FC works against every single club in the Premier League. And it doesn't. Because what we're going to talk tonight is football analytical viewpoints. Not personal attacks, nothing else. We're going to talk football and actual analysis and tactics. Just because it works against one team and another team doesn't mean it works against 19 other teams. People have got to get this in their head. There are two teams on a football pitch. Kovacic nearly got an equaliser, disappointing result, but we're still looking. We still need a top 5. We're well in the hunt. Just needed to pull the trigger now and start using a bit more adventurous. Feel Nico and Mamouche not at 100%. Everyone's entitled to opinion whether they're good about it. It's not about toxic positivity. It's just right. By the way, I'm not doing this toxic positivity or toxic negativity. No such thing as that. We got 10 potential 13 games to rescue the season. 13 wins would mean at least UCL. Yep, I'm sorry. Will you be at Ben? By the way, did you get my email? I did email you back, mate. I did email you back. Right, Ozzy, let's get into it. Obviously, the team yesterday. We'll go through it. just so anyone does not know. But the lineup was quite simple. Edison in goal, Mateus Nunes, Kushyanov, Ruben Diaz, Josko Gabardio, Nico Gonzalez, Sabinho, Doku, Bernardo, Foden, Haaland. The bench, Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, Ilkay Gundogan, Kovacic, Lewis, Mamouche, O'Reilly, Ortega, Victor Hayes. Was you happy with that 11?
Yes and no. I mean, I said to you on Thursday, I felt that Nunes might start. Just because I felt he's had slightly the better run at the moment. I don't think he had a particularly great game, but I don't think he was all that bad. Again, it's not his natural position, so we're just lacking in that area. But I agree with you. I thought the defense was solid. Edison, again has a top. Apart from conceding the goal, he had a top performance. It's just sadly that mistake led to the goal. I was fine with the wings, Haaland up front, obviously. I was a little bit less happy with Bernardo Silva playing because I don't think he's offered very much of late. And I would have preferred having Mamouche in there, if I'm honest. So Mamouche, Foden, KDB, I would have preferred over Bernardo Silva. But again, we know his playing minutes at the moment aren't there. So that's really and truly, I was pretty much happy apart from a couple of positions. Yeah.
Good evening, mate. I hope you're all well, mate. Yeah, I mean, I'm being honest with you. I'm overall, it's a weird one with the 11 at the minute for me because I look at the bench and there's not a player we've not slagged off on the bench either. Grealish, Rico Lewis, Gundogan. No one wants Gundogan. No one wants Grealish. Nobody wants Rico Lewis. So I don't know where you go with that.
No, but I think the obvious kind of thing is the midfield has been lacking, most of the season. We've now reinforced it since January, and I just would have liked to have seen just a little bit more creativity and a bit more threat. Because, like I said, I don't think Bernardo's offered enough this season. He definitely didn't offer enough this game. He was really poor for me. I couldn't. I mean, for the changes as well, I understood that Foden didn't have a good game, but actually, before he went off, he was actually starting to.
I was about to say that. He took Foden off at the wrong frigging time. Foden was actually starting motoring when he took him off.
Yeah, he did. And it wasn't like he was motoring for just a couple of minutes. For the last 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more, he was really starting to get into the game. And it just came to, and I think, we can criticise Pep for this, that I felt the substitutions were wrong. I kind of understood it with Nico because he was on a yellow card. Maybe that was in the back of Pep's head. But in all honesty, I just thought, risk it. Because
I don't.
Again.
Do you know why I understood it? Yeah, no, do you know why I understood it for me? Is we have nobody else in that midfield role. At the moment, we have Nico Gonzalez or bust. If he gets sent off, we're done.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, Martin. I get it, but at the same time, I just felt it was worth the risk because he's still a top player. Yes, he got a yellow, but I still think he would have kept his head. And I just think we need that stability in midfield. And this was a game where you felt like we really could have run with winning, really. I know I'm not saying top 4 is out of possibilities, and I think we can make top 5 because I'm still a bit unsure about top 4 if I'm honest. But yeah, I just felt that
I'll be honest with
you, a few mistakes.
I think top 4 will be fine. I'll tell you why. Chelsea are absolute garbage. Sorry, I know they won today. They beat Leicester 1-0. They weren't great. They were not great, by the way. Everyone goes on about, and Alan's put super tots in about Foden because he loves Palmer. Well, Jesus. Let's not talk about Palmer shower. But the thing is, see, I'm looking at Chelsea's sort of fixtures coming up. Where are they? Because they've got Arsenal coming up. They've got Brentford coming up. They've got Ipswich, of course. They've got Fulham, Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle. Chelsea have a much harder run than we have.
We've kind of got rid of our harder run is in
our harder runs generally done.
Yeah,
and I don't mean that in. By the way, there's no easy run in the Premier League. But if you were going to give a team 10 games to finish with and 6 are at home, you're going okay. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think we're as bad as people are proclaiming we'll be. I don't think they're not trying. I don't know. I think people are just what it is with some. This is just my opinion. They're not getting what happened 3 months ago out of their head. 3 months ago, we were not playing like we are now. That's what I look for. Has there been an improvement? Yes. 3 months ago, they were not trying. I'll give you that. They were not properly giving it their all. But I'm not saying, I think they were knackered. I think this is a big thing. Bernardo Silva has not suddenly come from being one of them players up there who ran his socks off every game to a League One player. He hasn't. I was looking at stats earlier on. Nobody has played more football in the last 2 years, a lot in City, than probably Bernardo Silva. The guy's not had a rest. The guy is just out on his feet. And having a week off that's not how sports science works. Sports science isn't have a week off and done. You don't just recuperate straight away on a week off. I know that's what people think because we're normal human beings. We're not fitness guys. But it isn't just have a rest and go.
I think at the end of the day, I agree with you in a lot of respects, Martin, but I also think, his performance, it wasn't good enough. If we're being brutally honest, it wasn't good enough. And I think
I agree with us. I'm disagreeing. Sorry, is that it's shit. I don't think it's because he's shit.
Yeah, I think we just have to look at this really kind of the way we've kind of looked at it all season. Really, is that a lot of these players are done. But we just have to accept that for so many different reasons, but mainly because of age and how much some of these players have been played, like you alluded to, Martin, with Bernardo Silva, they've just been running to the ground. Like that last season where we did the 4 in a row, just completely did it. And yes, we've argued and we've debated and we've talked about the club should have done better, should prepare better. Yes, but we are where we are right now. We can't change that. We just have to kind of get through to the end of the season. And they've got to do better. And I think the players know they've got to do better than that. But for me, like I said, I think some players like Kuzanov was just immense. Like for a 20-year-old who's just come in, doesn't really speak a word of English, and to look that rock solid. I mean, that performance just gives the rest of the team just like admiration for him, just like supporting it. They look at that and just go, wow, that inspires sometimes. Do you know what I mean? And for a 21-year-old to do that, I think is immense. And we just have to think that we've got the team there, as in like we've got some really good young up-and-coming players that hope for next season we can build upon that. Some of the older, guard are going to go.
Yeah, nobody's prepared for that. Everyone's thinking, and they want to start. And I think we said this on this channel. January was not fixed. It was a plaster till the end of the season. There was no fix. I said there was no fix to this situation. No. Nico Gonzalez was not going to come in and go, hey, Presto, look, I'm Rodri. It wasn't going to work like that. I think too many people thought that we spent the money in Jan, which was required because it was part of the rebuild, but it didn't mean we were instantly going to become the city of old. And I think seriously, but 2 weeks off, isn't it? He's 2 months off in his head. Mo Salah, like someone said, has had 2 months off at a time. That's why he's doing what he's doing now at 32, 33, because he's got 2 months off. Haaland, 2 months off.
But not only that, I mean, you look at someone like Salah, and he is, for his age, he's probably in the shape of his life. He is one of those players like Ronaldo who constantly works on himself. There aren't many players like that. And we have to respect that, Mo Salah is an elite player, and there aren't that many elite players. And the reason they're elite is because they train. They don't give themselves time off. And that's what makes them great.
Yeah. I mean, Jack said, Paddy's playing on the track meeting tonight. We had a week off. Means nothing, mate. It's tactics. Look at tactics. Look at the way Forest deployed their tactics. They swamped midfield out.
I think one of the other things you look at as well is, I think one of the reasons that I think we went slightly, not as we, but I think as slightly as a fan base, is when Omar Mamouche scored that hat-trick against Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
It all of a sudden just felt like, wow, could this be City back? We've got an extraordinary player, scored a hat-trick like that, and we all expected him just to kick on and keep doing that. And actually, I think since that game, he's not had the best of performances when he's been on the pitch. I think he's been all right, but I don't think he's been brilliant. And I think that expectation level has just kind of made us basically think that we're all of a sudden back and we're going to be able to, get into the top four without a problem. And, all the other problems have just kind of melted away when really, truly they haven't. As we said, January wasn't going to sort everything out. It was going to be a bit of a sticker plaster, and it was just going to paper over the cracks until we could properly finish the season, and then Pep and the players sit down and go through what the hell has happened, and they start a rebuild properly for next season.
Yeah, I'm going to say this, but Blue Art makes a great point. This is where we're going to look at it in an analytical viewpoint. Nobody's doing it. You're looking at it as City should beat Forest. You're not looking at it in a football analytical way. We all want to be Pep Guardiola, but none of us are qualified like Pep Guardiola. And like Blue Art said, Forest stuck up 2 walls yesterday and went, all right, break. You can't just go long ball with that. That's not long ball game. Did you see their defenders yesterday? They were like man mountains. You could have chucked balls all day to them and they're just going to go, see ya, that's here. You can't go long ball every single game. People say Pep changes it. He goes through at the back in bursts. He has changed it 3 or 4 times in the last few weeks. So he does change it. I don't think I'm going to say this in the nice, and this includes me as well. We're not football analytical people. We're not qualified coaches, but we're all talking like we are. We're fans. And we're coming up with formations and telling Pep Guardiola what to do. We don't know. We're not at training. We're not on the inside. We don't know who is what, how he's there playing, etc. We can come up with a suggestion, but as fans, I go back to the Chelsea game a couple of years back where he went and played Cancelo as a winger and he benched Mahrez and Grealish. And Pep made that very sarcastic comment afterwards of, well, the fans all told me how to play in the first half. And then in second half, he put what he wanted to do when he went, are you going to let me do what I need to do now? Fans are trying to be football managers at the moment. It's the problem. Including myself, we all do it. We all try and be football managers.
And we all, we can all say we can give criticism where it's due. And Pep Guardiola is not above constructive criticism. I said, I felt he made mistakes with substitutions. He may not think that, but I do. But that doesn't mean I know it better than Pep. It's just he is human. He does make mistakes. Do you know what I mean? And ultimately, I don't think it was the substitutions that lost us the game. I felt, as you said, Martin, Forest just came with a game plan. They knew how they were going to play the game. And yes, it was a boring game. It was very, playing chess. It was move, my counter move. It felt very much like that. But that's all that Forest needed to do. You know, they were going to play on the counter. They were going to let us have most of the ball, and they felt that they could nick it, and they did. Ultimately, that's what they did. And we also have to respect that Forest, they are where they are because they've been a decent team. We've got to respect the opposition. And
I don't think there's been enough praise to Forest from yesterday.
No, there really hasn't.
Really hasn't.
They played the game well. No, we can say it was a boring game. We can turn around and say it was a crap game to watch. But ultimately, they did what they needed to do to win the game, and that's all that matters. Do you know what I mean? We didn't.
We will finish 6. Jesus. You always trust one to come in with the old negative there.
The thing is, though, Martin, we could finish 6, right? We could.
And if we do, so what?
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't think it's going to change.
What is it going to change? And I'm going to listen. I have got one rant in me today. I'm going to say at the end. So if you don't want to be here, disappear towards the end. I have got a rant. But do you know what? Football's about supporting, being fans. It's meant to be fun. We've put winning ahead of being a fan now. We've put winning ahead of being a fan. We've become everything we said we weren't going to be. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. I don't care anymore. We've become Man United fans. Don't ever tell me it was never about the trophies, because it is. Don't tell me it's not about pride and not trying, because they are trying. So let's not do that. When I've got 3 defenders out injured, having operations, and then people are saying they're not trying, you play football with a broken foot and see how far you get, eh? Play football with a broken foot for 4 months and see how you go on. And you say that's not trying. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's trying more than anyone.
Yeah, and we all said, Martin, let's be fair. I mean, we've criticised the players where we felt we needed to, but we've also said, realistically, a lot of our defenders were playing through the pain barrier. They were probably playing with injuries. And lo and behold, they are. And they were.
But we don't play one way, Jervis. We don't. So I don't know if you've not been watching us properly. That might be your opinion. That's fine, mate. But we've not been playing one way. 6 rugby class for next season. I agree with Alan. We don't have consistency. Hope you're well, RC, mate. Hope you're good. Right, a few super chats, and then we'll. There's loads of super chats. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Andy Fowler, thank you for your $1.99, mate. A donation for the AA meeting. It's going to be a CA meeting, City Anonymous. Tyrese, thank you for renewing for a 4th month, mate. Appreciate that. Really kind of you, mate. Thank you so much. Alan again with the $2.99. Thank you so much, Alan. Drop Foden.
Who's that?
Foden's younger brother.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Tyrese again with the $1.99. Cushion off. Wow, this guy's has it all to become a world super. Yeah, don't forget, he's still young, though. Still young. He has had an amazing start. But let's, an amazing start. Player of the month. But let's not start doing the world-class Beckenbauer stuff. He is going to be a superstar. Let him develop. This is what I mean. We've hyped. You're doing the Doku stuff. You're doing the Doku stuff. I know he's going to be a superstar. I agree. But let's calm down a bit. Toxic Echeverri should be in the squad, give him the keys. I've got a theory on Echeverri, by the way. Because here's my thing. Top 4 is, well, I'm going to ask Ozzy in a minute on that, because I will come back to that. Bernardo been shipped for 12 months. Legend, goodbye. See, that's the part I'm not liking at the minute. We're not saying, legends of the club, thank you for everything you've done, have a good one. We're going, you're a bag of shit, get out. We're being quite nasty with them on the way out. That's the bit I don't want to do. That's the bit I don't want to do. And I know you don't mean that, Therese, but we're being nasty. We didn't do this to Company, and we didn't do this to Silver, and we didn't do this to Zabba, we didn't do this to Aguero, and Aguero missed a fucking Panenka in one of his last games. And do you know what? I was in the ground when Aguero did that Panenka against Chelsea. And not in the ground. I wasn't in the ground because he joined COVID. But you know what I mean? And he turned round. Or was it? I can't remember who it was. But I remember doing it because I remember I was on Man City TV and everyone was laughing about it. Oh, it's all right. It's only Aguero. Oh, the cheeky boy. The cheeky boy. It's like, hang on. If that was somebody else who'd have done that, you'd have gone up the wall sideways and skinned him alive. That's what. And we know some have come to the end, but there's a way of treating these legends. And this, I'm telling you, you don't realize this has all come from the treble. Ever since the treble, this has begun. The treble has got into everyone's minds, and they think that's it now. Treble. It's crazy.
You mentioned United fans. You know, look what has happened to them.
LB98. Pep needs to stop giving players days off. They've got to, mate. Of course, they need days off. I don't get what you mean by that. Stop giving them days off. Are you not allowed a day off in your job? I don't get that one. I don't get what days off. I don't
Workers'
get
rights. It's not slave labour.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing there. Yes, best wishes to Stuart Pearce, by the way, BM. Amazing that. Best, honestly. Yeah. I've met Pearce, really nice guy. I know he's not, excuse me, everyone's flavour of the month. I understand that. That came from nowhere. That just way came up. I get, but you know, speedy recovery. All the best to him. But BM, by the way, I have responded to your email. And let me know I am coming down for that. Mark Fogg has gifted 10 channel memberships. The legend that is Fogger. Thank you, mate. You need to email me because I need to sort out a little present for you, mate. So let me know. A night with Ozzy. Candlelit meal.
You lucky man.
With Alan. Jesus, you don't want that. Don't ever give Alan your phone number. Bella has renewed, has done a membership for 22 months. Thank you so much, mate. Approaching that 2-year anniversary. Thank you so much. By the way, W's in the chat for Fogger. Massive W's. Please say thank you if you have been gifted a membership. BM 199 saying it. City will get UCL, win the FA Cup, win Club World Cup. I'm loving that. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Anyway, Sir Alan, the 4099 drop folding. He's not performing. City are so inconsistent. Are you a Foden fan? We know you're not. Anyway, thank you very much, Alan, for your very kind generosity. ETH Man City, Manchester City, Ethiopia. Pep's comments: City were not in Champions League before 10 years, and we weren't. We weren't. Sorry, people got to realise this. We were not. Pep Guardiola put us on the map on a consistent basis. Mancini's put us there. Pep's put us into the Real Madrid stratosphere. Pep Guardiola still talks about Paul Dickoff, Mike Summerby. Pep Guardiola gets it. But by the way, for Fogger and everyone else, BM renewed their membership. You know what's coming.
More than you believe. More than you believe, I'm happy.
But that's our opinion. We all know what Pep thinks of what fans say. Yeah, Jack. I have no problem. People criticise I was the one. It's the viciousness. It's the nastiness. It's got nasty now. It's gotten to a point when Arsenal fans are laughing at us. And United fans. My United mates have been quiet for years. All of a sudden they're like, your fan base, what's going on? My mate's like, what is going on with your fan base? Like, you're fourth. Can we swap? Like, can we swap?
Exactly. But let's put things into perspective.
Perspective's a great word. I do like it. Part of what, listen, Stefan today didn't sound as confident as we are. No, I agree. He didn't. I will agree with that. We'll see. I think we'll know soon enough. I don't see. This is what people got to realize is there's so much going on this year. It's unreal. Fee Game Ortiz, evening everyone. Good evening, Fee. 442 Brexit. We're not going to do 442. It's not 1995. None of us are qualified, but we see weaknesses. No, we see our opinion, Dash. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, though, do we? You don't know if players are carrying injuries. You don't know what they are. No one looks at the opposition, though, Dash. As I once got told by a very clever person, 2 teams on the pitch. And not everyone plays the same way. Yeah, no, they have, Steve. I don't think they've ever done it from this ferocity. The reason it's more noticeable now is City bands are acting like they said they never would. And maybe that's just my generation. Maybe it's a generational thing for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just my dinosaur era. I don't know.
I don't know. Right, I've seen some of people your age and older in meltdowns. So
yeah, that's what I mean. So I think it's you as a person in your perspective. Mate, I'm worried about people saying Pep out. Mate, they can do that all day. He isn't going. Yeah, no, you're giving your views, Harry, but it's people are being nasty with it. You're saying that you know they're not fit to. People are saying they're not fit to wear the shirt, the shit. They're not. They're not. Because it was incredible. Apart from that, I mean, right. Let's get into it. Echeverria, can I just say this? People are saying should have played Ozza. The way I'm looking at a top 4 race is the same way I'm looking at a title race now. So top 4 is a mega prize for us, yeah? Minimum objective. If he chucks in Echeverria, because I know everyone will then say 1 game's not enough. Because remember, there's only 10 games left now in the league. Yeah? There's only 10. So you go, 1 game's not enough. Well, then you'll go, 2 games isn't enough. He needs a couple of games to get up to speed. Why don't you lose them 2 or 3 games? And then your top 4 race is really over. What do you think Caldu and Alma Barrick saying to Pep? Well, at least you gave a youngster a go, mate. Think of it from a business side. Pep's trying to get top 4. Echeverria, we're not saying Echeverria is going to be mint. We don't know. We think he is, and we hope he is, and we're hearing good things, but we don't know. Because if he chucks O'Reilly and McAtee and Echeverria again, yeah, I'm not having this because like this is the whole thing people say. But I won't have a go at him if he doesn't get top 4 because at least he's shown the kids in. Bollocks. Bollocks now. Bollocks. I'm calling bollocks. When I smell bullshit, it's bullshit. If it looks like bullshit, smells like bullshit, it's bullshit. Because no, you're not. You'll be going, we didn't get top 4. How dare we did not get top 4. Pep out. But he's tried all the kids. Which is why I also got told again by a very clever person, Pep's damned if you do and he's damned if he's not.
You're welcome.
Respond on it.
Yeah, I mean, he is, like you said, damned if you do, damned if you didn't. But listen, just to pick up on this point, because obviously Alan made quite a lot of it. And yeah, Foden, because you look at Echeverria, I think most people would say, well, take out Foden, put in Echeverria, for instance. So I'm going to use Foden. Foden's not had a good season. We all know that. Compared to last season, it's been his worst probably since he's been in a City shirt. But there are reasons for that, multiple, and mainly probably personal, that again we're not going to get into. But regardless, any player can have a bad season for any particular reason. You know, injuries, just off form. I mean, you know, there are times where every player in our squad has had probably a bit of an off season, and Foden's having one. And I just think we know what a quality player is, and we know more than likely, come next season, he'll be back to his best, and none of us will remember how bad he was this season, because that's how much talent this guy's got. So to bring Echeverria in to replace someone like Foden, because I think that's what most people are crying out for, or seem to be crying out for. I just think, yeah, you're right, man. I think it'd be a mistake. Don't get me wrong. We've all seen him in training. We all have watched him in the under-21s World Cup. Was it under-21 World Cup or the Copper? Wasn't it? I have to lose track which one it was. But anyway, we saw what skilled player he is. But that's a completely different competition compared to the Premier League.
Yeah, that's what I mean. During COVID, yeah, I remember that then. Because it was at home, Jack, so I wouldn't have been there. So that's what I mean. That's why I was confused. Carry on, Oz.
Yeah, so, and that goes for most of the young players. I mean, don't get me wrong, I said months ago that I felt Pep could have done better with bringing some of the youngsters in, because if I'm going to be absolutely critical on Pep, I think he did make a huge mistake when it came to, we were literally flogging a lot of our centre backs, and they were playing through pain barrier. A lot of them were playing with injuries, and I think he made a bit of he made a lot of a mistake not trying to bring in some of the young talent, the kids, even for a game here and there. I don't mean every game, but I think he could have done better. And I'm not saying that Extra might not get a game. He might do. He may come on for the last 20 minutes of a game if we're winning 3-4-0. Then we might see what he's like. But I just think it's way too early for a kid who has got immense talent. Yes, we can see it, but to bring him in and then start pinning all our hopes on to get us top 4, I just think that is so wrong. So wrong. And we know ultimately Pep won't do it. So I just think it's crazy to even think that right now.
Listen, I'm not saying don't not give him a go, but you're not going to see much in a game. Listen, I'm one of them. I'll say this. By the way, Alf is spot on with that. You don't just need a month's rest. Good evening, everyone. One thing I will say is I'm not saying don't try it, Cherry, do it. But then as a fan base, let's not melt down if we don't make top 4. I'm not saying don't give him a go. Give him a go. Fine. But you have to accept it may go wrong. That is all I'm saying. If you are happy enough to accept it may go wrong, you can't have a go at Pep later on. Because what you're doing is you're just doing anything now to have a go. And that's where it becomes agenda driven. Because he's still doing what you've asked and you're still having a pop. Because I'm going to be, some of these Pep outers are not going to, they just want Pep gone. They want Pep gone. And again, I've no problem with that, as long as they understand that the board ain't going to sack him.
And who are you going to bring in to replace him right now, realistically?
Well, someone said Ancelotti to me, but Madrid fans want Ancelotti gone. Well, there's a lot of Madrid fans who want Ancelotti gone. So swapping them over. Ancelotti's never won 4 titles in a row.
Yeah.
Champions Leagues, yeah. Titles, not so much.
And then please for the love
of God. I agree. SOS totally agree on the bench. Yeah, fine. But Oscar Bob's not getting on the bench. Foden might not be mint again. I won't be happy with him. But we're doing it, but some maybes. So is Cole Palmer going to be shit the rest of his career because he's having a poor season?
Listen, can we focus? I mean, we've talked about Foden, and I can understand that because Foden wasn't good yesterday. But can we also look at some of the other players? Because I think, there was a lot of players who didn't have.
I thought there was a few positives out of yesterday. I thought the defending was amazing.
There was. I think the defence was amazing, apart from conceding the goal because it was a stupid. I mean, Guardiola, I think, had a really good game, and then it was a lack of judgment, not stopping that, and then Ederson being beaten at the near post was just ridiculous in a lot of respects, especially after he'd saved that goal that he just caught the last minute. I mean, yeah.
Great save by Ederson. Was a tremendous save 5 minutes early, by the way.
Brilliant save.
But he did muck it up 5 minutes later on the other side.
We know Ederson isn't the best shot stopper, but we know he can save, especially some last-minute goals. I mean, we only think of the Champions League final. If we hadn't have had Ederson in the net, I mean, probably would have lost. So I look at Doku, I look at Savio yesterday, and I didn't think they were particularly great. The main reason
I was reading yesterday, Ozzy, Savio's not City level. 2 weeks ago, people were raving about him, saying he's up there for player of the season. This is what I mean by the A to Z stuff.
Yeah, what I will say about Savio is I've said it when he first joined in the summer. I said you've got to give him time. All right, we all could see, anybody who'd watched him could see he's got immense talent, but he's just turned 21. He's still a young kid. You want to compare him to someone like Vinicius Junior when he joined Real Madrid. He wasn't particularly great when he first joined Real Madrid. You look at the numbers and they weren't there. Give him a couple of seasons, then come back and talk to me. But I think you can look at the other side and look at Doku. Now, Doku's on his second season, and I do feel he hasn't really improved much from his first. And I think that's where you can lay some of the criticism. Listen, we know he can carry the ball. We know he's got skill. But there are times where I just feel that he needs to work on his end product, whether that's a pass or whether that's try on goal, because I do feel that he's got to resolve those issues going forward. Because I think, for me, your third season, if you're still doing this, then I think questions do need to be asked of Doku. Because yes, you can have all the flair, you can have all the tricks, you can have the speed, but if you've got no end product, whether that's passing it into the box or getting a goal for yourself, then I am going to have a few issues with Doku, because you can't just be a one-trick pony.
So it's like Haaland yesterday. He had no service.
No, he didn't, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Doku didn't give Haaland the service. Haaland was pretty much anonymous for that game. And to be fair, you could look at Chris Wood. Chris Wood really wasn't getting the service. Yes.
Have you noticed Pat and Rich aren't here when Chris Wood does jack shit? Well, have they?
I'm trying, guys, but when you're not here, there's not a lot I can do.
SOS, thank you, mate. Coming up to you 2-year anniversary as well. You, sir, as always, are the legends. Join the Legends Club. I'm going to change the members' name to Legends and everything else. Your shit. So we're going to have your shit, get out, okay section, and a Legends section. And SOS, you're going straight in the sections of Legends.
More than you believe. More than you believe, I'm happy.
You're policing that as well, Martin.
By the way, I've just asked for a question. I know some. It was so. The only thing I would have done yesterday, I'd probably have played Marmouche instead of Bernardo. That would have done. Other than that, I'm looking at the bench, and I think De Bruyne not really done it lately. Grealish, nobody wants him. Gundogan, everyone said he's old. Kovacic, yeah. Rico Lewis, everyone says he's shit. Nico Riley, young lad. Ortega, everyone said he's shit. Victor Hayes, everyone. I don't know. I look at the bench and I'm like, I can see the rebuild still needs redoing. We have a half-built house. We know this summer is going to be massive. We're going to lose players and we're going to bring players in. This season is just about getting as much results we can get and get the top 4. And I think we'll be fine. Nottingham Forest were very good yesterday tactically. They were spot on. You've got to hold your hands up. They packed out midfield. They stifled us all up. They double teamed onto the important players. And there was no space. People are on about Foden. Foden's got no space in that middle to do anything. Yes, he's having a poor season. I agree. But that doesn't make him a shit player.
But no, Foden's not one of those type of players. I think in some arguments you could probably say he did this last season, but he hasn't done it in others, where he's not the main player who's going to grab the scruff of the neck of that midfield and then able to just go and produce something. He did last season, I'll give it to him, but I felt he was more mentally prepared. This season, he's not been, and I just think with Bernardo Silva next to him, not having the best game, and really it should be him stepping up, and with Nico, who is still new and just basically trying to make sure that he's protecting that back four, you can't expect him to create something. So it was all on Foden yesterday because Doku wasn't doing it, Savio wasn't doing it. So the entire forward line, you can look at, and where's the creativity coming from? It wasn't. So, putting it all on Foden, I just think is unfair.
And then everyone goes, KDB. But KDB was a bag of shit last week, to everyone.
Yeah. And to be fair,
you can choose which week someone's good and which one's shit.
And when he came on, did he produce anything? Did he really? I know he had a near miss, but really and truly,
he should have scored that. I thought. I mean, maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe I'm being unfair on that.
But what we're saying though, Martin, is that really and truly, like Pep is looking at that bench at the moment and thinking, bloody hell, who am I really going to put on that's going to make a difference? And yes, you can say Mamouche, but at the same time, he's new. He's only just come into the club. And again, you've just got to give him time. You can't expect miracles, especially with the rest of the team, the way they're performing. So I think we've just got to be realistic right now. We're not great. We've been playing rubbish for months, and now we've found a little bit of form. But in all honesty,
we've got shit again. Everyone's going mad again.
Yeah, but
whoa,
what has changed really, apart from bringing in 3 new players? Nothing really else has changed.
But this is what we're saying. There has nothing changed. I don't know what. I mean, this is why I put LB's put it there. There's lies the problem. The rebuild ain't. It's not. I said this in Jan. I'm not trying to be. We said it on this channel. We said just because we spent money does not mean we're going to suddenly go back. The problems were still there. But people expect us to go on a 12-game unbeaten run and let's go. Now people are going, bring Ortega back in for Edison. Again, I will take you back to 3 weeks ago. Everyone was saying, Edison's number 1. Yeah, we can't. We're flip-flopping because we don't know. Because I will say this again. People don't know how to handle what's going on. Some fans have never been in this situation. And I'm not trying to be an oldie, look at me. I'm not. Some are not. My son, who is 15, has never seen City like this.
To be fair,
Mark, doesn't know how to handle it. He's like, Dad, this is you. Yeah, welcome.
But Martin, to be honest, I'm just going to be honest here. You've never seen anything like this before. And just let me finish with this. And the reason I say that is because you've never seen City be brilliant for nearly a decade and then be shit.
See, Jack, I don't mean to have a go, mate, but we spoke about this privately before. That is just being toxic negativity now. It is, Jack. Jack, you've just given up full stop, mate. Because that's not even constructive anymore. That's just, we're shit and I'm done. The rebuild is a PR stunt. Come on. Jack, I can't go anywhere with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jack, but
Jack, you're getting angry for the sake of angriness.
Yeah, I don't often really agree with Martin, but I have to totally agree with him there. Jack, you've checked out.
You've had a mare there, mate.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, mate. I'm not. No offense. I get your frustration. I get your anger. I had it yesterday. I was livid yesterday in that game. I had to go and clean my car because I was.
And he never does that.
Result. I just had to do something that just completely just take me out of this completely. I just had to do something like that. So I get your anger, mate. I get your frustration. I get.
Then Jack, then you might as well give up football, then, mate. If you think it's not going to work, what are you going to do then? Because what you're doing there, Jack, is giving yourself an impossible situation. I don't know. This is where my rant will come in at the end. Exactly. £200 million is not a PR stunt. What me? That's some PR stunt. Kushinoff's coming for a PR, mate. What me? What we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they are at the minute, Alf, because I've now seen yesterday, I saw Ortega fans go back to Edison, and now they've gone back to Ortega. It's quite funny, actually. If we're rebuilding, O'Reilly would be playing regular. Well, why? Why would O'Reilly be playing regular? A rebuild doesn't mean you play all youngsters. We're not Chelsea FC. But Harry, that's fine. But so if you've been in this situation, you should know that our fan base have never behaved like this before, mate. And you know that, Harry.
Listen, as I was trying to say earlier, like, none of us have ever really seen this situation before. I mean, Martin can turn around, and a lot of older City fans can turn around and go, "We've seen City like this before," as in, for the shit times. But none of us have really ever seen City like this, where we've been so successful that now, because we've had a bit of a dip in form, it feels a lot more than just that. Because again, you look at league position, and then we could still walk away in 4th in Champions League spot, and we could still.
Oh my God! Oh, are you a troll? Are you a troll, mate? You're a troll. You got to be a troll. You can't build a house without foundations. The foundations are rotten. I'm honestly looking forward to our journey back, and that we recover from the dip in form. Circumstantial or not, I expect to make exactly. It's pretty naive to expect any kind of miracles. With respect, you can't tell me to give up a footballer pay than following City everywhere else. Okay, then, Jack. And you wonder why I left the WhatsApp group. Anyway, there is any paint left on it, Ozza? Because you want me to be honest, Jack, let's not do that in here, mate, when you've been calling some of the names and threatening to beat them up. If there's no space, you need to find that space. Martin, you easily get the bait. No, I'm not. No, it's not easily. This is what I mean. If people coming in here to bait, then fuck off. Simple. Told Ozzy this earlier, I don't know what else. People are coming in be dickheads in the chat. I'm changing. I'm not playing Mr. Nice Guy anymore. You want to be a dickhead, you're gone. Let's talk sensible football chat. If you want to come in here to just bitch, moan and complain, go somewhere else. It's opinions, but can we have them as sensible opinions? I don't know what people are wanting anymore. Seriously.
Non-stop success, Martin. That's what some people expect. And I'm afraid that's just not football. That's not realistic. And you only have to look at, yes, we've been very successful over the last 8 seasons, especially. But let's be honest. Let's go back to the Champions League final against Chelsea. Were we successful then? No. Did we make mistakes? Did Pep make mistakes? Most certainly did. Did we call him out on it? We most certainly did. Did he and the players call himself out on it? Yeah. Did they learn from it? Yeah. Because we won the Champions League. We won 3, 4 in a row. Why? Because of these players, because of this manager. Please, can we not forget?
I mean, that's rugby, mate. Rugby, City fans and rugby different. You can't look at rugby. I know you're a big rugby fan, mate. Rugby players and football players are very, very different, mate. Very, very different. Very, very different. Right, no, that's fine. They are Jack's opinions. But there's nowhere I can go with it. If you've given up, you're giving up. Fine.
We've always said everyone has an opinion. Everyone has the right to say.
People have lost it. I'm sorry they've lost it.
Yeah, people have, Martin. Some people have. Jack has, I think, lost it from our perspective. He feels that we may be.
Jack, you have got amazing opinions. I know you have. I don't know what's this season, Jack. You've gone to, hey, you just calm down. You're a top lad. You have got mega opinions. You know ball. We're letting our emotions take over this year. It's about mentality rather than different sports. No, I get you. I get you about that. I totally get you, Harry. I get where it's opinions, but people. I'm going to say at the end, City fans we're a very different breed. City fans didn't want to be like Liverpool. We didn't want to be like United. We didn't want to be like Arsenal. We didn't want to be like Real Madrid. Do you know why? Because we saw them clubs as the red cartel and the European cartel that had this entitlement around them. We were always that club of, we were very different. We were there out of love, passion, loyalty. Win, lose or draw, City till we die. That's gone this year. All I hear now is, what, I'll be like Real Madrid. I've never heard that. The last thing we wanted to be was like Real Madrid. And it wasn't about the footballing thing. It was about the attitude. It was about the concept of it all. Not going to a Ballon d'Or ceremony because your player doesn't win. That's entitled babiness. That's what I mean. That we were different than that. 34,000 sat in League One against Blackpool because we were there. It's become less about the love of the club and more about the winning now. And that's what's sad. Because winning only happens at a certain section. Your love of the club never dies. Never dies. We were never about the winning. It wasn't about win at all costs. That's what I'm saying. It's become more about the winning now than it is. We're saying silly things now that we don't know about. We're falling out with people. Friendships are breaking up. It's wrong. That's what it was about. It was about the love of the club, everything about the club. So we don't win a trophy, so what? Someone said to me a long time ago, I said I go to watch football for fun. Someone said to me, what, you go to watch City for fun? I went, yeah. I went, it's not about the winning or the losing for me, it's just fun. Because that's what it is. You take your family, have a beer with a mate, and it's a good day. Ozzy comes to what? This is why, at some point we're going to do get-together. Ozzy comes to a match, we have a beer, we talk City, we have a laugh. It's not about, we win, great, we lose, we'll have a bitch afterwards. That's it, you move on. I'm not going, Ozzy, you see you next Tuesday because we didn't win. That's what it's become. It's become nasty. It's gone no, but Harry, it's gone beyond constructive criticism. That's my point. It's gone beyond constructive criticism. It's not constructive anymore. I think it's not fun this year. We said we started this channel for fun. And Ozzy knows this personally, I've had the least amount of fun I've ever had this season. I got another death threat yesterday. My kids have been death threatened this season. It's crazy. It's football. Football. Someone wants to kill me because I have a different opinion of football. Get in the box, people. No, my son, I'm not. And it's not just a few names. I've seen some big blues now say Pep out. Big blues say Pep out. For who? Ancelotti. Some Real Madrid fans want Ancelotti out. If we get pinged by 115 in the next 3 weeks, what What are you all going to do then?
Then
Someone said to me, if we don't get Verts, the club's finished. What? Behave, LB. If we don't get Verts, the club's finished. The club's finished if we don't get Verts. But me.
Did LB say that?
No. It wasn't LB who said that one.
Right.
LB said it was Arteta. Arteta can't win a trophy. Arteta won't last 5 years at our gaff. Not with our fan base. That's all it is. It's madness. And you know, next season, if we win the league, but then so it's like I said to someone, I said, "What? You give Pep a season. What do you do then?" Well, he's got to win the league next year. But once we challenges. Because the other thing no one's programmed in there, you're going to bring in 6-7 players, yeah? Are them 6-7 players not allowed to gel? Have we got to gel straight away and go and dominate the league?
No,
I don't know. This is now
Martin. What? No, Martin. No. I'm sorry. Be realistic, Martin. We've not only got to win the Premier League, but the Champions League in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Do the quad.
Yeah. No, what, Jack? That is spot on. That's an issue we can get in, mate. Spot on with that. Jack, I'm not having a go at you personally. I know, Jack, you are far better than that. I know you're running on emotion right now. You are running on raw emotion. And I've had some sensible combos with you, which are top-notch, mate. That's what I'm saying. This channel is about let's talk football. Any transfer rumours? No, not at the minute. It's very quiet.
Not really, this point of the season.
It's about quietness.
International break. Then we'll get into transfers again.
International break. We're going to do a massive. We're literally going to do the rebuild during international break.
And listen, I think one of the things we will definitely do.
That's sad as well, SOS. That's very true. Because by the way, the City Matters group are on strike now. And I am going to try and get 1894 back on. Speak about all this.
Listen, at the end of the season, we will do our end of season review, and I'm sure that'll be fun. And we will get into more of this. And by then, hopefully, we'll have the results of 115. So we'll be getting even into more of it. So we've got so much to look forward to. So forget about what's happened with one game. Wait until we get to the review. I'm not looking forward to that, Martin.
Can I just say, by the way, Bran has renewed for a 20 month because, again, legend. We have got Colin has become a YouTube member. Loving the dog. That's a cute dog, Colin. Like that. It's a cute dog. I am a dog person. DB has gifted 10 channel memberships. Massive thank you. Say massive W's. Fire. Big thank yous to DB in the chat. And you know what's coming?
More than you believe. More than you believe, I'm happy.
Right, hold the phone. We're not going any further. 91 likes. There's 211 on here. Why are we not at 115? Come on, give it a big thumbs up. 115 likes. You know that's the minimum. 115. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Seriously.
24 more likes. Yeah, you love a dog. And I do love dogging. Simo Sops. If people are having a meltdown now, imagine if they were. Exactly. Hey, you bollocks to your verse. Should be talking about League One players. No, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine with that. But thank you so much, Simo Sops, for your continuous generosity. BM, what you're telling me which Spondell is not rooted in mental health issues. I'm not belittling it. I don't. It is what it is. It's just mindless idiots. Be optimistic, Blues. We've got a shameless treble to win. Martin's own words. When did I say it's a shameless treble?
Yeah, you did, Martin. So that's around your neck now.
Am I doing? Yes, there will be a 115 stream. There will be. I promised 24-hour stream. We will do. If we win, there will be a 24-hour charity stream.
Win what?
115.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
There will be a 24-hour charity stream. There won't be a Thursday night chat that week from me, but there'll be a 24-hour charity stream. This lad can. And again, all of it will go to Alzheimer's research. But we won't do it on YouTube.
We learnt that lesson.
We'll tell you to donate somewhere else, not on here. It'll go somewhere else. Once bitten, twice shy. You know what I mean? Thanks, YouTube. Big up, hashtag Pepin. I think the bear was talking yesterday, though. That's what I'm saying. Jack, I'm not. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, it is. But just to go, you got to give. Pep's not sabotaging us, though. That's not a football debate. No manager goes into a club to sabotage or hate us. Pep gave up his marriage for us, and you're saying he hates us.
Yeah. Unless you're Mourinho.
But yeah, man of the match for me yesterday was quite simple. It was abdicate again.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like he carries on like this, he's going to get Player of the Month again.
Player of the Month, yeah. He's going to end up getting City Player of the Year. He's only been here since Jan. He's only been here since Jan.
I'll tell you what, Mike. Carries on like this. No, seriously, if he continues like this to the end of the year, I'd give it him. I really would. So.
I've just spilled coffee down me again. I'm not
seriously, Martin. Sort yourself out. Be professional.
Kushnov and Tasman, does he not prove? No, go on. I'll let you answer that because it's directed to you.
Yeah, I see what you mean, LB. Yeah, I mean, for me though, I think you probably look at it as that Kushnov played in Ligue 1 for, what was it, 12 months at least? I think it was 12 and a half, something like that. So he's had a bit more of an experience of, and this is no offense to the South American League, but, you know, you compare it to a lot of the other European leagues, at least he's had a lot more, because the French league can be quite intense, as in, especially for, you know, defence. So, and I always think like there's more on a player. There's more criticism on an attacking player than there is a defensive player. I'm not saying that I think I'd love to see him come on and see him play for 20 minutes, you know, and see what he's about before the end of the season. But I think a lot of fans right now would probably put way too much pressure on him. You know, he may have a really good 20 minutes and then everyone's crying out for him to play the next game. He plays the next game, makes a massive mistake, and then what happens? So it's that risk. And at the end of the day, there could be some reward, but ultimately, he's not even going to have half of what Kushnov has had. And at least Kushnov has come in like for half the season. Echeverry's not even coming in that. He's coming for the last 10 games of the season. This
is where I'm at with it. Listen, I'm not saying he's not ready. I'm just saying, if you are willing, this is again a personal opinion. If you are willing to do it and be okay, we don't make top 4, then okay, do it.
I don't even think it's about that, Martin. I think we could. I think we can still make top 5 because I think top 5 right now is you can still get into Champions League and we finish 5th. I think as long as we're in that top 5, which I think we're capable of, even with yesterday's form, I still think what the games we've got ahead of us, they are winnable games. I'm not saying they're going to be walkovers at all.
Pep doesn't generally throw new players in, though. That's my point. He's a new player, and the reason Kushnov is playing is because our defence has got no cover. Look at the way he's doing Mamouche. He's bringing him in slowly. Pep, over the last 10 years, Pep doesn't just generally chuck a new player in straight away mid-season. Laporte and Kushinov were the two exceptions because of where we were injury-wise in that area of the pitch. Because he's got 4 or 5 players in front of him, whether it's right or wrong, he may not do it. It's like O'Reilly. O'Reilly's not, because if O'Reilly's not an issue in terms of, give him a go, the problem is O'Reilly's the amount of traffic that's in front of him in the midfield area. Because then people will go, we'll give Oscar Bob a go. And then you've got an 11 attacking wise of Bob, Echeverri, McAtee, O'Reilly. You're chucking your kids out again. And if that goes wrong and Pep doesn't make top 5, well then Khaldoon Al-Mubarak will not be a happy boy. It's about giving yourself the best chance. And it's whether you believe Echeverri is a better chance than Foden or KDB or Mamouche or Docker and Sabian.
Yeah, I mean, you look at someone like Victor Race right now, he's not really getting much of a run either. You know, he's had a couple of games in the FA Cup, but, we're probably going to need him at some stage because, again, Diaz, I don't think he's 100% fit, if I'm honest, looking at the way he's played.
But you don't know that LB98, that you're guessing. That's your opinion, but you don't know because you've never seen him play in Europe. You don't know that LB98. You can think that, but we don't know that.
None of us know that.
None of us know that. None of us have watched him watching him in an under-20s competition and in the River Plate League is not the same. With respect. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not saying he's not going to make it. I'm saying let's see.
He's not kicked a ball in the Premier League yet.
No, LB98, that statement would have been fine. In my opinion, I think that's fine. It's your opinion. But we don't factually know he'll give us a better chance. Finishing 5th is embarrassing. Why?
Listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as we get Champions League football for next season, realistically, it doesn't matter where we finish in the top 5. Because who's really going to remember, especially if let's just say next season we go on to win the Premier League and the FA Cup, we do the double. Just for argument's sake, they just say we just went like, are you really going to be bothered where we finished last season? No. If I turn around to you and go, but yeah, we finished 5th last season. Okay, so who cares? We won the Premier League and the FA Cup. You'd be turning around to me and going, you're an idiot. And you'd be right. Yeah, it does. Right now, it's just getting to the end of the season. It's getting into that Champions League spot. That's just what it's about right now. And it doesn't matter about how we do it. It doesn't matter if we win by 1-0. If we win by the skin of our teeth. It's just about the result right now.
Yeah. He's mad. Am I coming to the rest? Oh, yeah, let me know about that. I'd love to know. Do you think at least he should be? Yes, I think he should be on the bench. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I think he should be on the bench. I think it's the starting him that I think we just got to be careful of. The starting him. Because, like I said, I think Pep may want to, but Pep's got bosses above that I like. Get that top 4. Get it. Get it.
No, that, but I just think even him being on the bench, just for the experience, do you know what I mean? I mean, we said about a lot of young players who, around the squad. It's about having them around the squad, being there.
Can I ask you something? Just to interrupt, I don't mean to be rude. BM, are you the person I speak to at SER? Up in the disabled spots in the north stand, in the ambulance section? Is that yourself? Because I want to put names to faces. I'm speaking to a lovely guy at the minute, who's really nice, lovely meeting people. I just want to know if that's you or if it's somebody else. That's all. And by the way, if it is yourself who speaks to me at the game, big up yourself. I need to ask your name. I need to get people's names properly. Because I feel rude when I'm talking to people at the stadium. They come up, they say hello, thank you. And I'm like, I go bright red and don't know what to say. Martin getting nervous. Anyway, right, it is what it is. We've lost against a very good Forest team. It was a shit game. It was poor. The quality was poor from both sides. Funnily enough, we did it the post through Nico Gonzalez. It is what it is. We move. It really is what it is. We'll be back. We've got Brighton again at weekend at home. The good thing is, like I say, our last 10 games, 6 of them are at home, which is good. Very, very good. What's happened here? At Chelsea. Are we played a game? Is that not table not updated yet? Oh, no, that's not updated. That's why. That's weird. We're 2 points behind, obviously, Chelsea at the minute. We've got Brighton next, who are literally on our coattail. Chelsea have got a mega run. Arsenal, by the way, I will say this, congratulations to Liverpool on winning the league. I will openly say that now. The 15 clear, the booking not dropping that, boys. So big up to Liverpool on winning the league.
Yeah.
Shame on Arteta. I'll have fun with league judges and Dan Potts in the morning about that. Boom! You can't even win it when we're not in it, lads. What are you doing here? Spot on. Pep should ring Sean Dyche some dirty tactics. It's a good shout, but then you wouldn't need Echeverri because fucking Echeverri wouldn't get in a Sean Dyche scene. Cheers for the super chat, mate. Appreciate your generosity. Thanks for the membership. Yeah, please thank someone if you had a membership. Right, before we leave, there is an announcement due to come. I'm just going to throw you up a teaser. This is a mock-up. Fee, let me know if you're in the chat. Promise you all, me, Tone, and Fee have been having secret combos. Sounds really weird, that, doesn't it?
That is so wrong.
Right, I just need to let everyone know. I am going to show them the image, Fee, but it's not the final one. If that's okay with you, Fee. If Fee gives me the thumbs up, I'll go with it. She might say don't show it. The name of the show is not confirmed, but not that image, please. Right, just give me a thumbs up. There is a new podcast going to start with myself, Fee, and Tone. It will be on Spotify and everything else. We're going to have a meeting tomorrow to finalise it off. But this has been done by Gilmore Tees, Fee Gilmore Tees down there. It's an amazing concept, and this is what it's going to look like. It is not going to be called City Babble. We're working on the name. That's not the finished article either. That's just a practice. What are you looking at? Tom wasn't happy with this. He didn't see much.
I was going to say that Tom with
Tom wasn't happy with his feet. I know his feet's made herself with all the makeup, and me and Tom are like two big ruffins. But that is going to be kicking off soon. That's Fee Gilmore, you cheeky bastard, Steve. So it is a brand new podcast that he started. We have kept it under wraps and quiet.
And to be fair, even Martin looks too clean. No.
What do you mean I look clean? It's not City Babble. It's not going to be City Babble. I will let you know. It is not City Babble. But we've got a meeting tomorrow. The first recording will be done next week. We should be out next week with it. It will be on Spotify, SoundCloud. We are going to get, I believe we will get guests on, so Ozzy, Pat, and all of them can come on. It is, I will just say, and I will say this publicly to everyone, the Mancunian way is number one. I am not leaving to go to anywhere else. I've spoke to the lads privately tonight. Ozzy and Pat knew weeks ago this was coming. I did speak to them. It is not instead of the Mancunian way. I'm not leaving the Mancunian way. Yeah?
The only way
and Fee and Tone know this as well. I have told them if there's any conflict, it will always be Mancunian way that wins. This is our baby, our family. Why not just do it on air, bro? Because just don't start you. Stop. Fee, have a word with him. Separates podcast. We will get guests on though as well. I've only just found out you can't be asked. You lying bastard. So yes, there's loads in the pipe work. Yeah. Loads and loads in the pipe work. Do it here, Bray. You've all got Spotify. You've all got bloody SoundCloud. So there you go. Right. Anyway, any last stuff?
We've done all the announcements.
You bastard. I do need to speak with Ozzy off there. There is going to be a space tonight at 11:30. Do I like the word bro? No, I do not. LB knows this. I watched a show with LB and Hamza last week. My God.
What's up with you, bro?
Bro, Bray. Bro, you know what I mean, bro? Bro, yeah, Bray, bro. What just call it the bro show. It was like watching two fake Americans going at it.
Maybe it's what we just start doing. I think you get more likes.
And LB, you look, see you later, bro. Look. I'm like, I don't get it. It was funny as hell. I can't stop laughing because I just watched for an hour LB and Hamza going, bro, yeah, Bray. And I don't mean it in a sort of dig at Americans, you know what I mean? But I got it when I went to Florida. I got, bro, Bray, chill. Yeah, Bray and bro and Bray. You should do that when you do a show with Hamza. Call yourself bro and call him Bray. And you could be called Bro and Bray. I'm giving you ideas here, free. So I'll charge you for these ideas. Anyway, the Bro Show. The whole show. No,
whoa. It's too far.
Yeah, it's like Gen Z. I don't know what these Gen Z words. It's like rattled. This season, rattled, bro, Bray, karma, bottled. It's like everyone's bottling it. If you disagree with someone, you're rattled. No, I'm not rattled. Do you know what rattled means? It's like, I just disagree with you. No, you're rattled. I can see it. You're rattled.
Martin, stay humble.
Yeah. Humble. Stay humble, Bray. Stay humble, Bray.
Yeah.
What?
Bray. LB, stay humble, Bray.
It's like the words that have come into everyone's generation this year is crazy. Stay humble, eh? Humble, bro. I stop. I'm 42.
You need to stop doing it. It's getting scary.
It's a bit like your granddad doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're a brezette. You're a brezette. You know what you used to call old bras? Bras out, whatever. Anyway, Leno, there will be a space tonight. It is the last space I'm hosting all season. I've announced it tonight. Spaces are ending. We are going to look at Blue Sky and moving all our stuff across. Twitter's becoming very toxic. Too toxic. And it's not monitored. And it's all right. And even when you block people or mute them, they still make their way through. So we are going to look at Blue Sky. We are on there, but we might start using it more. Twitter's becoming too toxic. And I'm 42. I don't want to play that game. It's like, fuck me. So Blue Sky, we're going to have a look at that. Gotta go. Big up, Bray. Yeah. Take care, LB. Are you in the pub again?
Young man, if he's in the pub, leave him alone, mate.
He's always in the bloody pub. Well, purple rinses, bruh. Your lingo is.
Hey, I want to see you say that live. I want to hear you. I want to hear it.
Mang Bray Babble. Mang Bray Babble. Change the Blue Friday show to the Bro show. Okay, now we've started something now. Oh my God. Can I just say though, listen, this is a little bit of just relax. I get people are upset. I know people are upset and they're angry, but we're City till we die. Always remember that. We are built different. We have enough enemies coming at us than to create our own civil war. We have enough enemies. We have enough dickheads coming after the football club and the fans. Let's not add ourselves into this. We need to be together more than anything. And do you know what makes me laugh is we work best when we're together. When we're together is when we're at our strongest. When we're splintered, we're no good. And that's life. So yes, it's hurting, but I would rather take a step back to make 2 steps forward. And that's what I think this is. I think it's a step back to go 2 forward. And I cannot wait. That's my opinion anyway. I'm happy clapper. That's just pop becoming toxic. What is it just coming? Martin Brosfield. I like that. Big up, Andrew. Yeah, good night, Pat. Pat, you lazy mofo. We will be back Tuesday. LB going live. Is there? Or is he going live? Not that LB needs like we're getting redirects from us. Jesus Christ. But of course we'll redirect. Do you know why? Because that's what we do. We look after everyone. I just want to... Is he going live?
He's going live. Look at him.
That why I'm fucking lost? Is that why we lost all our sodding numbers?
Yeah, because
he's
going bro in it. You know what I'm saying?
What's he going live doing? Oh, he is. He's live.
Yeah.
All right. I'll send you there then.
Vibes from LB.
Right. I'll send you over there then. I'll send you all over to LB. Let me just put the redirects on. You can go and do your late night vibes shirt. Late night vibes.
Vibes.
He's going to come on with his brain, his bro, and everything else.
You know he is.
Yo, bro.
Yo,
yeah, what do you mean, bro?
Those 2 fools will make you the way, like, you know, the fools. The fools.
He's not Mr. T.
Yeah. And most of Generation X won't know who
Jesus.
Sorry.
No. Right, you're going to get a redirect straight over to LB. In the chat, I want you to put Mankway Raid. Literally, fill his chat with it. Mankway Raid. Bro. Mankway Raid, bro.
Bro in it.
Send him over. I'll see you all at 11 over on Twitter for the final space. Take care. We'll see you all soon. City till we die. And as always, up the Blues.